Alright guys, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be going over a story coming out of Coon Rapids, Minnesota on January 29th, 2024. And the headline states, charges men dressed like UPS worker killed 3 inside Coon Rapids home. So for starters, this was a shooting, right? And gunshot wound and conspiracy both equal 129, just like how this shooting happened on January 29th, 1/29. So you can see right here. And then also adding along, Coon Rapids and conspiracy both have the same exact gematria in 2 ciphers with the 51 and the 57. And then UPS worker and death equal 97, and then UPS worker equals 52, while death equals 25, the reflection of 52. So already it's heavily coded. Now this was the alleged suspect, right? A 37-year-old Fridley man was allegedly dressed as a UPS worker before fatally shooting 3 people inside a Coon Rapids home last week. Alonzo Mingo, which was his name, was charged on Monday in Anoka County District Court with 3 felony counts of second-degree murder in connection to Friday's killings. So you take a quick look up top. Shooting and gunpoint both have the value of 44 and, more importantly, 37. Just like how a 37-year-old man committed the shooting, holding people at gunpoint before shooting them. 37, 37, 37. Alonzo Mingo, that was his name. Alonzo Mingo equals 48. Just like Freemason, homicide, and UPS. So Alonzo Mingo committed a homicide while dressed as a UPS worker in a Coon Rapids home, which also equals 48. Zeros have no value, so you drop it, it's 48. And then Freemason also equals 48 as well. They leave their stamp behind everything, right? According to the county sheriff's office, authorities received a 911 call at approximately 12:24 p.m. with sounds of a disturbance in the background. Coon Rapids Police, Blaine Police, and the Anoka County Sheriff's Office were dispatched to the 200 block of 94th Avenue Northwest. So notice how gunshot wounds equals 200, like how they were dispatched to the 200 block of 94th Avenue. And then you take Coon Rapids, Minnesota, 3 killed, shooting, and 94th Avenue all have the value of 109. Just like how on 94th Avenue there were 3 killed in a shooting in the city of Coon Rapids, Minnesota. And we all have the same value. Upon arrival, responders found 3 dead people inside the home. The family told WCCO they include 42-year-old Shannon Patricia Trejo, her husband, 39-year-old Mario Trejo, Shannon Patricia Trejo's 20-year-old son, Jorge Reyes Jungwirth? I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyway, he was also killed too, right? Authorities confirmed their identities on Monday. So first we're going to pay attention to this number 42. Fatally shot, homicide, and Freemason all have the value of 42. Just like how 42-year-old Shannon Trejo was one of the ones that was fatally shot in a homicide. Right? And then paying attention to the 39 now. UPS worker, gunpoint, 3 killed, all have the value of 39. Just like how a UPS worker killed a 39-year-old Mario Trejo, who was one of the 3 killed. He was held at gunpoint, right? One of the 3 killed by a UPS worker, and he just happened to be 39 years old. See? Now, as for the 20-year-old son, now pay attention to the number 20. Mingo, which was the suspect, his last name, right? Mingo equals 20, just like Jesuit, UPS, and death. So Mingo was dressed as the UPS worker, and he killed 3 people. And when you kill somebody, they're not alive anymore, so it's a death. They're gone. They're dead. Death equals 20. And then as usual, Jesuit equals 20, leaving their stamp behind the situation yet again. Now, if we take each of the victims' first and last name, right? We have Shannon Trejo, which equals 153, just like the Jesuit order equals 153. Mario Trejo, his name equals 65, just like the Skull and Bones equals 65. And then we have Jorge Reyes Rungworth, whatever. His name equals 103. Just like the Brotherhood of Death equals 103. And the Brotherhood of Death is another name for the Skull and Bones. According to the criminal complaint, when officers arrived, they found a deceased man in the doorway of the residence with an apparent gunshot wound to the head. A broken firearm magazine and several loose rounds of ammunition were discovered near his body. A second deceased man was in an office area, while the deceased woman was found in a bedroom. Both also had apparent gunshot wounds to their heads. So I take the location, the precise area where the article says that each of them were found, right? So the first deceased man was found in the doorway. So if you take doorway, it has the gematria of 38 and 34, just like murder, just in literally the opposite cipher. 38, 34, 34, 38. Right? Now they said that a second deceased man was found in an office area. So adding to what I had already said before in the first slide, office area also equals 51 and 57, just like Coon Rapids and conspiracy. Remember in the first slide, I had this right here, Coon Rapids conspiracy. And then now we're coming back around to it with this office area. And now it says that the deceased woman was found in a bedroom. So bedroom equals 72. Coon Rapids, Minnesota equals 72. And then Monday. Why Monday instead of Friday? Well, Monday because this is when the suspect got charged with the crime. Right? This is why he got charged with the crime. On Monday. Coon Rapids, Minnesota equals 72, just like Monday. And then the woman was allegedly found in the bedroom. Bedroom equals 72. Also interesting that the Coon Rapids area code is 763, just like how the victim was found in an office area. Office area equals 763 in this squares cipher. So now if you take the coordinates of Coon Rapids, you have the 45th parallel north and the 93rd meridian west. Shooting 37-year-old and January 29th, 2024, all equal 45. Just like how the 37-year-old committed the shooting on the date of January 29th, 2024. And then as far as 93 goes, murder, the Society of Jesus, second degree murder, and Shannon Patricia Trejo all have the value of 93, remembering that zeros have no value in numerology, so you take it off, you're left with 93. Murder happened on the 29th. The murderer got charged with second degree murder. Shannon Patricia Trejo was one of the victims. And then, as usual, the Society of Jesus leaving their stamp on the situation. Then we have our order out of chaos slide. Now, if you see here, second degree murder, Shannon Trejo, and Coon Rapids, Minnesota, when you have the abbreviation of the state, when you have it written out like this, you get 183. For all of these, just like order out of chaos equals 183. And what is order out of the chaos, or order out of chaos? It's the motto of the 33rd degree Freemasons, right? And also what's interesting is that 94th Avenue, 37-year-old, masonry, bedroom, doorway, and Jesuit all have the value of 33. Remembering zero has no value, drop it, 33. Just like how on 94th Avenue, a 37-year-old killed 3 people, right? And then one of the victims was found in the bedroom, and then one of the other victims was found in a doorway. And then again, the Masons and Jesuits leaving their marks all over the situation, like they usually do. So this happened on 74 date numerology. When you take the month, the day, and the year and add it together this way, you get 74. Just like Coon Rapids, Minnesota, when you write just Min, that's how it has it in the article. Second degree murder, Coon Rapids home, 42-year-old, and killing all have the value of 74. So in Coon Rapids, Minnesota, in a Coon Rapids home, the killing of a 42-year-old took place, and the killer got charged with second degree murder. If you take it being the date and add it this way, you get 54. Shannon Trejo, Coon Rapids, Mario Trejo, January 29th, 2024, Jesuit order, 20-year-old son, all have the value of 54. The victims of the Coon Rapids shooting were Shannon Trejo, Mario Trejo, and their 20-year-old son on the date of the 29th of January 2024. And then, as usual, the Jesuit order leaving their stamp. Also, 251 happens to be the 54th prime number, when the last name Trejo also equals 251. This happened on the 29th day of the year. The charging, that is, the charge of the murder charge. Alonzo, the person that got charged with the murder, and Mario, one of Alonzo's victims, both equal 29. Just like how it happened on the 29th day of the year when Alonzo got charged for murder. And then adding to that, the 29th prime happens to be 109. Shooting 94th Avenue, and then the name of the 20-year-old son, Jorge Reyes Jungworth, equals 109. This happened on the day leaving 337 days left in the year. Now 337 happens to be the 68th prime number and the 8th star number. When Trejo equals 68, just like Reyes Jungworth. So both of the last names of the victim equals 68, and 68 is the 337th, or 68 is the prime number of 337, right? Now, Jorge, Shannon, and Mario equal 8. They all have that value of 8, since 0 has no value. And then 337 is the 8th star number, just like Jorge, Shannon, and Mario. The two parents, right? And their son. All three victims. That's all I have for this video. As usual, if you enjoyed the content, leave a like, subscribe, and stay safe.